This thing's terrible. Just going to wait for the notification to go up and then I will talk to you all. This is your last one. Down. Down. This is my cute boy. Good now. How are we all this evening? Sorry it's a little bit late. I got distracted by food, mostly. Food. Crochet. Winding balls of wool. You know, usual things that a Jazz gets distracted by. Nothing new. Had a productive meeting this evening. I am shocked by that. You all should be too. And it's like, oh my god, a productive meeting? What is this? What is this magic you speak of? A productive meeting. I know. Right, let me just set up my crochet so I can totally not do it whilst I'm talking to you all. Just like it. Cardigan. I think I'm got 2 cardigans and just the 1 blanket and a bag on the go at the moment. Kind of apparently I'm in a crochet kind of mood right now. Let's throw some medication down the back of my throat. Okay, how are we all doing? Everybody good? I am not. No, right. I am okay. I am okay. Before we all start panicking, I am okay. I had a group meeting this evening, and that why am I buffering? Stop buffering. Yeah, so I had a group meeting this evening, and it went okay. Hey Sam, how you doing? Oh look, there's my notification going out. So yeah, so after my little rant the other day, I realised that possibly, just for a change, I might be the problem. Who knew, right? So I've told my group this. I was like, I realise I'm the problem. I realise I am difficult. What you eating, Sam? And things are going, hopefully, to be a little bit better now. Mr. Fly, get out of my face, honestly. So yeah, that's a thing that has happened. But right, I tried to say this earlier, but apparently Twitch decided that only 1.5 minutes of my earlier stream needed to go live, so none of you got any of what I was saying earlier, so that's fun. Yeah, I know, right? I'm never difficult. So I've been mega stressed about this group work, mega stressed, it has caused tears for those of you who didn't see the last Twitch stream. It has caused angst and anger, and I've been mega stressed about it. And yes, the client could literally make a career. However, the group work is worth it is worth 25% of the module mark. Not even 25% of my entire course. 25% of the module mark. Hello puppy dog. My individual presentation of that piece is worth 25% of the module. And then this blog thing that I'm going to be doing, which we'll get more and more in depth because I've got more stuff to talk about, this is worth 50% of my module mark. So I'm thinking that maybe, just maybe, the group work might not be the most important thing in this module. And the worst thing is right, the group work is only a 10-week long thing. this is week 3 of that group work, right? So it's only 10 weeks. I haven't started on my individual presentation or anything because I've been so flipping stressed over the group work side of things, right? I'm going to move you in a minute, it's fine. It's just that my tea is where you need to be. So I've been so stressed over this pissing group work that I've just literally not been doing anything else. And here's the thing. My other module, right, I've got 2 other modules, okay, that I need to do this year. One of them is the exhibition module. The exhibition module, the final exhibition, is worth 70% of that module. And then I have a pitch where I have to basically tell people about it. And that's 30%. So that's one module. And then the other module is the research and development of the exhibition, right? So it's 50-50. The research part of my exhibition is due the same time as the group work. Alright, so my sketchbooks, my research, like my artist stuff, all of that is due just before Christmas. And I currently have nothing. Now, I'm not stressed because obviously December's actually not that close. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not that far away. Now, up until August, I knew exactly what I was doing for my exhibition. So I'll just go through what I was going to do before the world fell apart. So what I was going to do originally was an interactive installation. That fly is really going to piss me off. So it's an interactive installation where I was going to have like a big picture on ice made of like food dye and stuff, and underneath that would be an image of the earth, and the picture on the ice would represent art, whether it was like a literal representation of like an actual piece of art or whether I was going to do paints of brushes and stuff. I hadn't decided, but it was going to represent art. Public were going to come along, press a button or pull a trigger. Hadn't worked it all out because, you know, the heat would melt the ice. That would turn into a pile of ew onto the earth. And thus, art is bad for the earth. Do we see? Okay, I did my dissertation on this. I did my project brief on this. This was all obviously needed to do some final research, but I knew what I was doing. And then when the venue, it's not the venue's fault. To be fair, it's not the venue's fault. Apparently they plan everything a year in advance, and kind of nobody told them that I was going to be exhibiting there. It's not the venue's fault, not my fault. It's just like, you know, lots of different things at once. So, now I have to start again. Now, on the plus side, it has meant that I can revisit my love of Mark Dion, who is one of my all-time favourite artists. Most of you won't have ever heard of him, but he did something called the Thames Dig, where basically he went down the side of the River Thames in London, and everything he found he documented, and then he put it in a giant cabinet, and he exhibited it as though it was a science piece. Okay, mate, I'd have loved to have seen it. Honestly, I would love to see any of his work in person. Any of it. I won't do that. He did a piece called The Memory Box, and in the memory box people were allowed to walk into this room, and it had like shelves full of boxes, and each box contained an artifact with some information. Now that is kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, I've asked people on Facebook what they would expect to see, and I'm asking you guys the same. What would you expect to see in an exhibition that is trying to tell you that art is bad for the environment? Just because I like to know what people's expectations are. It's probably not what it's going to be, but I like to know. So currently my idea is to build a cabinet of curiosities, a giant apothecary cabinet, right? There's going to be like doors and drawers that people can open, and there's going to be different things inside them. Now, whether that's like used art supplies from college maybe, or from, I mean, it's hard to be from me because I'm already eco-friendly, so I actually don't use the things that are going to be, that I'm exhibiting against, so that's going to be interesting. And then each artifact, much like you would have in a museum, will have a number, and that number will relate to either a poster, depending on what space I get, that tells you what it is, or like in a museum you have like the little display plates that tell you stuff. And I'm even thinking I might like have a URL that people can go to if they want more information, you know. And then if I do it that way, I can like explain what sand traps are. Hey John, I have been terrible. How have you been? For those of you watching this on YouTube, I know you can't see the chat, so I will try and relay any questions back to you, because I know you only get the video and the audio. So if I'm saying hello to people, it's because I'm streaming on Twitch and people are entering the room. So yeah, so that's the general idea. I need to concentrate on the 2 modules that are for my actual exhibition. Alright, I need to concentrate on, between now and Christmas, getting my sketchbook done, my research done, finding out more. Unfortunately, it means I'm going to have to actually look at Damien Hirst, and he recently has managed to make a bigger knob of himself than he already was. For those of you who missed my rant on Damien Hirst, I believe it is on YouTube. Don't like Damien Hirst. But oh, struggling with uni. Do I need to come into one of your streams and start beating people up verbally? I will do that. So yeah, so basically I need to get over my stress of this group work. I need to get over my anger, I need to get over my issues, I need to get over myself. And concentrate on the stuff that is actually important for now, for me to get this course, this BA, this for I fucking do, mate. I went out today. For those of you who don't know, I am frog obsessed, and Freddos are my fuel. I actually went to the local eco shop today and bought myself some ethical chocolate, so I can like have 4 little squares with my lunches when I'm going to university, because I'm going to need it. Like, being good with my diet, but also I need chocolate. Although they didn't have any proper like salted chocolate. I like the chocolate has like actual bits of salt in it. But yeah, so I need your help. I need help in what people would expect to see from this kind of interactive exhibition, what people would want to interact with, how much information people would be willing to dissect almost, and ideas on how to get this across, because I'm having to rethink this from scratch, and basically my entire year's worth of planning from last year is gone, and I need to start again. And that is difficult because I need to regain my motivation and my passion. Fair enough. So yeah, it's like basically I've done some self-care, and I've been taking myself out for lunch and things, and I'm concentrating on my crochet. So now I need to actually figure out what I'm going to do for this exhibition, because it's all very well me having all of the ideas in the world, but if people aren't going to interact with that, dissect that information, like if I can change just one person's view, just one person, on art than I've done. What is wrong, John John? Did you not get around to watching my beautiful VOD on just how much I hate group work? And then, like, the realisation after I did that VOD that actually the problem is me. Oh, self-realisation is a horrible thing. I'm trying. Tomorrow, I'm going to go and try to learn about Adobe and Photoshop. And I have absolutely no interest in Adobe and Photoshop at all. But I can see its uses. It's just like, it's really annoying because I've always said that I will never digitally change my work. I want people to get the raw picture. So if I'm doing prints, I want people to see the brushstrokes and the marker and stuff like that. However, having said that, if I want to do this line of posters that I want to do, maybe, just maybe, being able to clean that up might be a good idea. Yeah, see, that is what I was thinking. And actually, you're the second person today to mention the plastic brushes. But also, like, I know that environmentalism is shoved in people's faces constantly. Like, it's constantly there. Like, you constantly get to see the pictures of, like, turtles in, like, ring things that we used to have on beers and stuff like that. So what I don't want to do is have people not look because of it being yet another piece about the environment. Okay, so my biggest thing for this is I need for people to at least be aware that there's an issue, even if they don't go home and change their lives. Obviously this is one of those areas that people don't even realise there's an issue. Like, people know that certain solvents to do with oil painting, people probably don't know, but some people know that certain solvents to do with oil painting are bad, right? Okay. But what I'm learning is that people don't know that acrylic paint is made of plastic, and therefore paint water and paintbrushes and stuff like that should never go down the sink. Okay. I'm also learning that people honestly truly believe that if it goes down your sink it gets cleaned and never reaches the ocean. Okay then. And then add on to that landfill issues with tubes. Thank you, Jake. Landfill issues with, like, the tube. Can you not eat yourself on the bed? Thank you. No! Excuse me, my dog is like... Yeah. No, I was really shocked. When I was doing my surveys for the other project last year, this year, last academic year, I actually was quite surprised to discover that people don't know that acrylic paint is basically a liquid plastic. This is like, it's not common knowledge. And the thing is, when I did my research into that, obviously it doesn't say anywhere on the paint tubes or anything like that. As well as that it not saying anything on the paint tubes, it also doesn't tell people that they shouldn't pour the water down the sink. It doesn't tell people that there's a specific way of dealing with these things. There's no, like, ingredients list or anything. If you're lucky and you buy expensive paints, you'll get pigment ingredients, but then that's a whole other kettle of mining issues. Yes. Yes, he is. I did apologise. He was having a bit of a bath. It's not as bad as usual, trust me. This is the joys of using my tablet to stream. I have ordered a new kettle lead from the internet so that I can actually plug my monitor into my computer and maybe use it. Yeah, well, that's the point of this art installation, Sam. The point of this is to highlight that art is bad for the environment. The thing is, and I've always said, I'm specifically targeting's not the right word, but aiming this awareness at home hobbyists and small artists, people who maybe haven't gone through an art education, or, you know, people who are painting for fun. It is! Acrylic paint is bad for your pipes. Oh, this is the other thing as well, is that, like, I could go down the avenue of, yes, it's bad for the environment, but also it could end up costing you quite a lot of money. Because, you know, you cannot catch that fly. Don't even think it. Come on. What was I saying? Money. Yeah, because, you know, acrylic paint ends up blocking pipes, you have to get a plumber out, you know, that kind of thing. So, I don't know. And this is it. I know how I want to present it, kinda. But I haven't figured out what it is I want to present. It's just like, oh, I want to do my cabinet of curiosities. I want to do the apothecary style cabinet. I want people to be able to interact with my work. I am an installation artist. I love doing my installations. I love letting people touch things. And, you know, as somebody who's always grown up wanting to touch things, wanting to touch that sculpture or wanting to kind of get into those brush strokes on that painting, I want people to... That's a really good idea. Sam's just said do some pipe work as your cabinet. I could add... Crap, I didn't bring a pen upstairs. That would have been useful, wouldn't it? I should have one next to the bed. I have some colouring pencils, that'll help. And my other recycled journal. Come here. No, not Pokemon. Not Pokemon. Here's some paper I was putting some tea on earlier. Okay, right. I'll just write that down in this beautiful random book I have teaching. Tell this used to be a LARP book. Worst pencil ever. I'll write it up after the stream. Add pipe work. Because I could get some old trashed pipes from like skips and stuff. That, Sam. Yeah, see, I'm not going to do that. Because that literally goes against everything I believe in. Sam's just said pour paint down the pipes. No, that, yeah, unfortunately. But what I could do is maybe a flour and water paint mix. Let me write that down. I'm going to put you up there in a second. Yeah, how can you misspell eco? It's got 3 letters. Alright, now go to your bed if you're going to do that. You noisy bugger. Alright, got some notes going. Let me move you all up here so at least you won't get quite so shaken around by my beautiful, if not slightly annoying hound. There's a ghosty in the way. That's not how this works. So many wires, honestly. That's this thing. Needs to be the other way over. I was so prepared tonight. Can you tell how prepared I am? Look at my preparedness. Right. There we go. So, yeah. A million things, basically. I've got a million things to think about. This is all going to go down in my research journal. Hi, what are you doing? Do you want to go and, like, why do you always have to sleep on the crochet? Right, you're a good boy. So yeah, I just don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know. There we go. And I'm kind of losing my passion, and that's never a good thing, because once I lose my passion, that's it. I start thinking about other things, and that's where my tangents come in. Do you want to go under the blanket? Is that literally what you want right now? You can't get under my leg. Oh my god, okay. Dog is penis. I'm looking forward to sharing these vlogs with my tutors. Really, I am. What are you doing? Wait, can you just lie down? Thank you. Can you not make my bed comfortable? Amazing. John, you've got ideas coming out your brain. You got anything for me? I need help. I need help. I mean, just in general. Not even to do with this. I literally just need help. Oh, honestly, this year was meant to be right. I was excited for this year. I was excited for the art. I was excited to finally be doing something I wanted to do. I've got my own little studio space where I've put my sketchbook in and stuff like that, and I've put stuff up on the walls. But I've not got any drawings in there. Like, I don't have a cabinet yet because I'm struggling to find one for less than £100, and honestly I'm not willing to pay £100 for this art project because it's never coming back to my house. College can keep it. I'm going to gift it to them. But I could go into the wood workshop and see what they've got and maybe build one. But that means going to college more than 2 days a bloody week. So yeah, my really, I love these blogs because like everybody else has got to write them, so there's no point in me writing them because I'll just I want shelves with doors and little drawers you could pull out. Originally I was thinking like, you know, the old style dressers that you used to get in front rooms, like where the top half you'd have like a space to display your plates, and then you'd have like some glass doors for where you would keep your crystal glasses, and then it'd have like a jutty out bit where it would then have 2 drawers and a cupboard. Originally I was trying to find something like that. Turns out that most of them have been burnt. Wood furniture is not in vogue. What I don't want What kind of shelving units? I'm trying to convince Lee to come over this weekend and take me to IKEA because I also need to buy a new bed frame. Which breaks my heart to buy a new bed frame, but I also can't find one second hand that will work for me because it's got to be quite high. I like shelving units. Do you know, mate, even if it wasn't for my like course, like you can't see my room right now. I can, and I really need shelving. Just like when we did everything for the damp people, like I took apart half of my room and basically just piled it over the other side, except I've piled it in front of all my clean clothes. I was just like constantly cycling through the same section of clothes at the minute, just like washing them, just like, be fine, it's fine. God. Oh, my life's a mess. See that I could build something onto that, because that was the other thing, I can always build onto things. But are they still going to be there at the weekend? Because I won't be able to get anything. So I mean, I haven't heard from Lee. I'm hoping to hear from Lee. I've put my phone down somewhere. There it is. In amongst all the frogs. Oh my god, I got an email. What does my email say? It says, ooh. amazing. I bought myself something very expensive, right? And it's on its way. I mean, I was expecting it to come from America, not from... Okay, that's... It's not quite what I was after. I brought myself a Remarkable 2, folks. I'm joining the technological revolution. I brought an e-ink tablet. And it's John left me. Oh my god. I have a tracking number. I like tracking numbers. Oh, I just clicked on the tracking number and it tried to ring it. Oh, goodness me. I think John's gone. I think he's left me. Okay. Well, that is not coming from America. That very much says Hong Kong on it, so that's fun. Oh, dearie me. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm trying to get hold of Lee. And see how he feels about coming and looking at shelves. I assume I will need some kind of screwdriver to dismantle said shelves. Hammer. Everybody knows I'm famous for dismantling things with a sledgehammer. Probably not helpful though. That fly, what is your problem? Honestly. I might have to talk to you about that off stream, Sam. No. I mean, I probably do, but the words mean nothing to me. Is it near Whitmarines? Why is my boyfriend not reading his messages? So yeah, this is meant to be a creative and reflective thing. So let us reflect upon... What am I reflecting upon? I'm reflecting upon my distinct lack of being able to do anything because my brain is being a bit rubbish. What are you talking about? On the what? Oh right, yeah. Oh, I know the one. I love that this has just turned into a chat between me and Sam. Yeah, I know the one. So, on reflection, I am not an easy person to get along with. I need to learn how to do that. I am working with a mental health mentor to do with disabled students who is going to help me put some plan into action on how to deal with group work because I hate people. Okay. And I am learning technological stuff despite having absolutely no interest in it whatsoever because I'm basically paying to learn it. And you know, it might come in useful one day, knowing this kind of stuff. But like I keep saying, when the internet implodes, because it will, I will still be there with my paintbrush. Sorry, I'm also discussing Damien Hirst at the same time. Because he's a knobhead. Yeah, I do. And it's just how my brain works. It's just, I can't help it. That's just how, it's what I am. It's who I am. It's how I just, I don't believe in just messing about, right? I can't. I know that people don't like the truth. And I know that people don't like it to be all blunt and in their face. However, it's how I roll. And this is the thing, my brain does its own thing, and usually it's about 3 days later when I go, oh, wait, probably shouldn't have said that. And then I end up apologising lots, like I did after my rant on the internet the other day, and my cry and my general anger, and then realising that actually maybe if nobody else has said anything, I might be the problem. So that's a thing. And it's something I need to work on, and I know it's something I need to work on. But that's a really difficult thing to do whilst also trying to do all of this. Which is why I'm thinking that I need to concentrate more on the stuff I know I can do once I've got the ideas in place. So I know I can concentrate on an exhibition. I know I can write 2,000 words for a book about this client's project. I know I can do that. But yeah, I'm Marmite though, Sam. You either love me or you hate me. There's no... when I was in college at Dudley, I was once told that I was very difficult to make friends with, but occasionally it was worth trying. And the thing is, I can see it from the group's point of view. I can, in hindsight. So in hindsight, I can see that I can come across as a little condescending. I can come across as like I am twice their age, and that bothers me. They're all younger than my own kids. And even tonight, we had a group meeting tonight. It was a productive group meeting, don't get me wrong. We actually got stuff done. But like, one of them sat there drinking Strongbow, and my first thing wasn't like, oh yeah, you're having a really cool night or anything. My first thing I said was like, as if it's Strongbow. She did point out it was free, but I have opinions on how Strongbow is not a real drink. It's definitely not a cider. There's no apples in it. And that was where my brain went to. Just like, I don't look at them and see adults, which is a problem. I look at them and see 5 people who have no life experience. And even Casey, who I love to pieces, we are so gonna clash. But I love him. And he's, he's got foster kids and he's got a job and he's literally only doing this course to get his PGCE, and I have so much respect for what he does. But also I look at him and see a 23-year-old. Like, I know you've done a lot of stuff, Casey, and I know you're all about it, but it kind of bothers me. That's exactly it. They are. They're all baby. And the thing is, like, it's hard to remember that I had a very different upbringing. So it's hard. By the time I was their age, I was on my second divorce. I didn't even start my first degree until I was 28. It's stuff I need to work through. But in the meantime, I need to work on this flipping exhibition. Don't know. I miss Wolverhampton so much. God. I'm forever just like, I want to go home. Nearly 3 years out and I'm like, I want to go home. Oh dear. So yeah, it's I've got beard hair coming. But yeah, so it's fun and interesting. I can't reflect on my work because I don't know. Actually, one thing this semester I have definitely got better with. It is downstairs, but I made my own notebook. I accidentally put the text block in upside down, but that's neither here nor there. But I made it with blank cartridge paper instead of lined paper. And actually, it's been really useful for note taking because I'm not confined to lines. And I find that if I use a lined notebook for taking notes, I'm not as good at it. And because this is not a sketchbook and it's a uni book, that's what it's for. And I've found that I've taken more notes because I can write sideways or I can write straight on and I can doodle in the corner, and I specifically included some watercolour pages and some multimedia pages, so if I do want to do any art or if I am suddenly struck by inspiration, I can do it. I need for the... Do you know, like, today when I was having a moment, I was desperately trying to figure out how to incorporate crochet because I love crochet right now, but I love crochet right now. And it's great for relaxing, so I don't want to incorporate that into my work. I haven't picked up my watercolours for like a couple of months. I haven't done no work. I've not done any posters since everything got put away for the damp proofing people. Because at the minute, everything's kind of everywhere and I haven't reset up a space where I'm going to be working. So I've not been working. Because I'm very much determined that the communal space downstairs, which is where I was doing my work, so I was doing all of my work on the sofa, all of my artwork and everything else, and it was getting ridiculously untidy down there. And I was starting to kind of take over the front room. So I very much kind of like, I've put my foot down to myself. Like, this is a shared house. I share my house with my brother. In that, yes, I can crochet down there, and yes, I can do an occasional craft project, but when I am done with that, that has to go away. I am not going to use that space as a permanent solution. So I've not put any of my art stuff back down there. It's not done anything. It's like, And although I do have this space in uni, there's no natural light for a start. It's an enclosed room. Really need to find out what the rules are on playing music in there. But also, at the minute I don't have a bus pass because I don't know what's going on with my PIP because it's due to end this month. So it's costing me £5 to get into college. So if I want to go to uni to use the studio space, it costs me £5. And I really don't want to leave anything that's worth anything in that space, because when I was at Dudley College I had quite a lot of stuff go missing that I never got back because I left it in my space. So I'm kind of like, I've left a sketchbook there and I've left some paper there. It's neither here nor there. I took photos of everything. And when I go in tomorrow, I'm going to nip to Wilkinson's on the way in and get some like pins and some stuff like that. And I'm going to order some eco wall markers so I can actually write on my paper and stuff. I'm trying really hard to be organised. And then I take a look at my bedroom and realise I'm really not very organised. Work in progress. Oh, what am I going to do? What? Oh, yeah, no, that. Sorry, somebody's just brought up the argument with AI art. I am not a fan. AI should be used as a tool, not as a final piece. It cannot make art. It cannot replace. And if one more person tells me AI can replace artists, I might actually stab them in the face, and that is one of my issues. I've had this discussion in uni. AI cannot replace humans as artists. It cannot, because it does not have the experiences, emotions and passions that humans have. All it can do is as it's told. So you can input those words, but somebody else has already inputted those ideas that still come from a human brain. Okay? It's a beautiful rant. I actually will read that in a minute and respond. Yeah, no, it irks me. I hate AI. No, right. I think AI would be brilliant for a reference. I love the idea of putting something in like man standing in front of mountains, and the AI drawing a man standing in front of the mountains, and then me taking that image and using that as a reference for my work. Love that. Love that as a tool. As a tool. You know, like a camera is a tool. This tablet I am currently doing this on is a tool. Okay? I'm not against the tool. I'm against the people who are tools. Do we see? Just like, please just stop. Please. Just stop. Just stop. I am massively against NFTs, though. That's not a tool. It's just wrong. And Damien Hirst burning $10 million worth of work to make a point. I am a tool. I am a tool. Maybe I'm AI. It's very quiet tonight. I wonder where everybody's at. Sam, where is everybody? I wonder if Rich will stream. I know there was an incident earlier. Is it because I'm not making art? I need to start my art streams again. I just don't have time. Hiding, yeah. It's fine. I don't think I'm ever going to get to affiliate. And especially not whilst I'm doing these. Just like... yeah, come to my art channel where I will rant. If you're lucky, I'll crochet. There's no art. There isn't a category. I did look earlier, like a category for ranting. No! No! Angela Lansbury's going to live forever. She's not allowed to die. What? I mean, she wasn't young. Oh, no way. Oh, that's sad. She was Mrs. Potts, man. Did she die of being old? Yeah, she pretty much did. Oh, she was like 5 days away from making it to her 97th birthday, apparently. Ah. Well, that's quite sad. But to be fair, she was nearly 100. But it is sad when people die. So, yeah. But Angela Lansbury will live on forever as Mrs. Potts and as the Murder, She Wrote lady. And, you know, unlike the rest of us, she will never be forgotten. Maybe she was just upset that she wasn't going to get a telegraph from the Queen. Yeah. Yeah, she was important. But that is gutting. Oh my god, have you seen what she looked like when she was young? Wow, look at that. Like, how pretty was she? She looked nothing like that when she got older. Man. That's insane. Yeah, that fly. I mean, my microphone also very good. Right. Suppose I should let you go about your life. And I am gonna sit and play on my phone. I'm actually gonna go in early tomorrow. Try and get some work done in the studio. I'm gonna go in the wood shop and see if they can help me out. I'm gonna see if I can get in touch with Lee to come over at the weekend. Keep an eye on those shelving units for me. If they go, let me know. And I'll see if I can get Lee to bring me over. Because if I get him to take me to IKEA, it's not too much further to go to Wolverhampton, is it really? Vince isn't feeling great at the minute, so I'm going to kind of tell him to stay home this weekend if I can. And he definitely won't want... Oh, he might want to go to IKEA in Wolverhampton. I'll see. But either way, I might be over on Saturday. Also, tomorrow I'm going to go book my ticket for the NEC Craft Show on the 4th. Somebody's birthday. Is there anything you want for your birthday? Do you have like an Amazon wish list? Alright, great is because I'm not editing any of these, so all of this is going on. Like, my tutor's going to be there like, dear my tutor, stop watching now. The rest of this is me trying to figure out what Sam wants for a birthday. Oh, you can really see my beard coming through as well. Look at that. Oh, it's so fuzzy. What do you want for your birthday, Nobed? Punch in the head. Want me to tell you off for something? I'm so stressed to got ulcer come in. So bad. Typing away. I don't know if I've got latency or anything on this because it's on my tablet, so I just can't change anything. So there might be a delay. I don't even know. You could be spending 6 hours typing something. I bought wool. I bought wool yesterday. I'm waiting for it and I'm just like, Halloween wool. I'm going to make crocheted socks, and loads of people say that that is not a thing. And it is a thing, and I'm going to do it. So there. It's like that time somebody told me that textiles couldn't be fine art. Prove them wrong too. That fly. It's gonna make me regret not wanting to kill things. Oh, I actually stunned one earlier with the electric thingy and then felt really bad about it, but apparently it lived, so it's fine. Come on, Sam, tell me what you want for your birthday so I can go to bed. Sam. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to, other than I am struggling. I don't often admit it. It's fine. Everything will be fine. Apart from that fly. That fly might not be fine. Can I incorporate that into my art exhibition? Like just a fly buzzing around. It's the most annoying thing ever. Maybe that's why I'll equate bad environment stuff with the annoyance of a buzzing fly. I swear it did that on purpose. It's just like, oh my god, why are you doing this to me? If it's not a dog eating himself, it's a fly. I just can't. I don't have the staff. I can't. The fly's not helping me. It's not even paying rent. Worst fly. Oh, this tea is not warm anymore. So yeah, if you could like tell me what you expect from a interactive exhibition, like would you want an interactive exhibition or would you just want to look at stuff? Would you want sound? Would you want video? Would you want to be able to touch things? Do you want... I'm going to be led by you guys on this. Like, I can have all the ideas in the world, but if it's not something people want to see, it's already bad enough that the subject matter is something that people probably don't care about. But, right, that's fine, I can deal with that. What I can't deal with is people not interacting. I need people to interact. And nobody's interacting right now, come on. Really? I spent ages asking you what you want for your birthday and you're finally going to respond to what you want from an exhibition. So you like to be able to touch stuff. You like me. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, that's you touch stuff. I like it when you can touch stuff. That's the thing that I like as well, though. Like, can I touch the art, please? I like the textures. I just this face is precisely how I feel right now. Okay, but what do you want for your birthday? I just want to sit and crochet and do nothing. I'm so tired. I'm just like tired. I'm struggling, and I don't know if the meds are not settling down. I'm just tired all the time right now. I'm battling through to finish this. Yeah. So do me a favour, Sam. When you get a moment, look up Mark Dion, MARK/DION, and look up his memory box and his cabinet of curiosity. You'll see where I'm going with it. But in the meantime, if you could come up with some kind of idea as to what you want for your birthday so I can get that whilst I still have the money to do that. Okay? Okay. I am going to go now because I'm tired and my tea is cold and I kind of just want to watch some YouTube and go to sleep before college tomorrow, where I have to go learn stuff that I'm not that interested in, but I'm going to learn because I promised I would try. Frog. But this is one of my art things I'm working on right now. Somebody gave me an old canvas with this random shit Banksy image on it, so I'm doing some floral work on that. I am doing some stuff. This is my Beauty and the Beast sparkly thing, and yeah, that's it really. So yeah, so I'm gonna go. Gonna get some sleep. I don't know if Rich is streaming tonight, but if he is, tell him I said hello. If you don't make it in, tell me what you want for your birthday. If ever the people can drop me a message, you can find me on Instagram at GothRogArt, on YouTube as GothRogArt, obviously on here as GothRogArt, and on Facebook as GothRogArt as well. Yeah, Mark Dion. He is my hero. He is totally my hero. I would just like my ultimate goal in life, ultimate bucket list goal, is to see one of his exhibitions in person. That would blow me away. That would be it. That would, yeah, life goals, man. He's American, so most of his work is over there. But mate, I would get on a plane. Just to see that, I would get on a plane. Like, you know, like other people idolise like pop stars and things like that. For me, it's Mark Dion. I'd love to meet him, but I think I wouldn't have words. You know, like when you do that fanboy moment when you meet like somebody you've always wanted to meet. That would be me if I ever get to meet Mark Dion. I'd just be like, like, please sign this so I can have it tattooed on my skin permanently forever. Thank you. Yeah, that would actually be my ultimate. Just like, and he has inspired 2 of my big installation pieces that I did in Dudley. He very much was the inspiration for it. I love that he mixes science and art, because obviously I did science before my art degree, and I love that. And it's being able to do something that I'm back and passionate and in love with again. That's what's going to hold me with this. Being able to do that again. Oh my god, my glasses are filthy and so reflective. There we go. Yeah, so being able to do that is just what is keeping me going with this at the moment. I'm totally not going to be able to read anything now. It's fine. So yes, I'm going to leave you with Mark Dion. I am going to go. I'm actually going to go now. Do me a favour, tell me what you want for your birthday. Everybody else who's watched this, look at Mark Dion, M-A-R-K space D-I-O-N. You'll find him at the Tanya... No, I can't remember the name of the place. Something with a gallery in America. Look up the Thames Dig, look up Memory Box, look at the one he did on birds. They're all amazing, all of them. The one with the birds, like he had this tree and he had like books nailed to it. See? He gets you thinking, doesn't he? Look, he makes me smile. Unlike that fly. The fly does not make me smile. So yeah. I don't think there's anything else I need to add to this. I will be back on Friday daytime. After my mentor appointment, so probably about 3 Friday daytime. To update. I think I'm meant to be doing like 3 of these a week. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the one long one in the evening, Monday or Tuesday evening, depending on how tired I am. And then a couple of the shorter, like half an hour ones with occasional 10-minute updates, I think is going to be the way forward for this. And a lot of them are going to be a little bit sporadic, because it's going to be when I have ideas or have time. Write them all down. Write all of your ideas down. I expect to see you making advent calendars that are not really advent calendars, but are actually a rabbit in a box by the end of the week. Let me go, Sam. Right, I'm gonna go. I love you all. I think you're all fantastic. Do art, but do art ethically and safely and in a way that doesn't damage the environment. Stay happy, stay safe, and remember that your biggest love in life is yourself. So always look after yourself. I will speak to you all on Friday after I have had 2 more lectures. This is me out. Sam, I love you. You're a knobhead. I'm actually going to go now. Say bye. Alright. I'll speak to you all later. Have a great week. Bye.